Welcome to the College Investor Audio Show, where we talk about the biggest issues impacting millennial money, from student loan debt to side hustles to building wealth. We will show you how to get out of debt so that you can build real wealth for the future.
Another tax software review today on the College Investor Audio Show. Welcome. Today we take a look at eSmartTax for 2021. If you're looking for some help filing your taxes, eSmartTax, a subsidiary of LibertyTax, is one of the only software programs that gives users in-person access to tax professionals. Unfortunately, I think you knew that was coming. Even with this benefit, eSmartTax is priced too high to be competitive. Here's what you need to know about the software this year. eSmartTax, is it free? Well, this year, eSmartTax doesn't offer any free filing. Everyone will pay for state and federal filing. However, you can preview the software for free. Gee, thanks. What's new in 2021? The only major change that eSmartTax instituted this year was a price overhaul. All users pay the same rate regardless of the complexity of the situation. This year, eSmartTax, a subsidiary of LibertyTax, continues to use the Drake Software Company's tax software. That means the eSmartTax interface matches the 1040.com interface. eSmartTax pricing plans. All right, so this year, eSmartTax closely aligned its pricing plan with its parent company, LibertyTax. Federal returns cost $44.95, no matter how complex it is. Filing costs $36.95 per return, $2 more than LibertyTax charges. Huh? eSmartTax limitations. While eSmartTax supports all major forms, the Schedule E for rental properties is cumbersome to access. Users will need to add the form and calculate all expenses on their own. Landlords may want to stay away from this service. Additionally, the eSmartTax website makes some false or even misleading claims about the software. Interesting. At the time of testing, we found no way to import last year's taxes from a competitor. We also saw no way to import a W-2 form. It seems like the advertising on eSmartTax's website hasn't been updated to match the actual software itself. Might want to look into that, fellas. eSmartTax online navigation. Okay, so eSmart licenses the same software that powers 1040.com. As a result, these two software programs have identical navigation. eSmartTax allows users to decide between a question and answer navigation option. They can also navigate the software on their own. The interview-style guidance is decent, but can become long-winded and overloaded with tax jargon. That can make it kind of tough to get through all the questions. Users seeking a better nav experience may want to consider a premium software like TaxSlayer, TurboTax, H&R Block. Those seeking a bargain can use TaxHawk, which offers superior navigation, for just $12.95 per state. Federal filing is free, by the way. eSmartTax ease of use. In general, eSmartTax is fairly easy to use, but it doesn't offer any meaningful updates that enhance the user experience. For example, it doesn't have imports, which means you're gonna have to hand enter most information in the software. That's no fun. eSmartTax knowledge articles. Okay, so they do have a small library of FAQs and articles in the help section of the software, but most of its knowledge base is embedded directly in the software. The software's Tell Me More buttons offer quick pop-ups with important tax information. Users can also make phone calls, send emails, or even live chat to get questions answered. This support isn't limited to technical questions. eSmartTax filers qualify for support from tax professionals, including in-office support at LibertyTax locations. Keep that in mind. That's a nice little perk. Which also segues nicely into eSmartTax Extras. So eSmartTax offers two important extras that have historically been high-value offers. First, the company offers unlimited help from tax professionals. This includes the option to have taxes reviewed at a LibertyTax office location. The software also includes audit assistance for all users. If a filer undergoes an audit, a LibertyTax professional will help them respond to IRS inquiries. Historically, these extras may have been worth the extra cost, However, TaxHawk and TaxSlayer both offer unlimited support from tax professionals, audit assistants, and great user experiences, and lower prices than eSmartTax. And for crypto investments, while eSmartTax supports tax filing for crypto investments, it doesn't have any built-in options to make filing any easier. You're going to have to enter every crypto transaction manually, and that work comes after you've converted your crypto base currency to USD. Most crypto investors, you're going to want to look elsewhere, like TurboTax. Can you request your stimulus check through eSmartTax? Many families were either underpaid for the stimulus or they never received one, or both stimulus checks this year. Thankfully, all taxpayers have the option to receive the stimulus in the form of a tax credit called the Rebate Recovery Credit. Those who qualify for this credit will receive larger tax refunds this year. So eSmartTax checks to see whether users qualify for the Rebate Recovery Credit by asking questions about your stimulus payments. If you were underpaid, it calculates the amount you should have received, and then they just tack it on to the tax refund. How does eSmartTax stack up to the competition? Okay, so eSmartTax and its parent, LibertyTax, the only software program that offers in-person support. However, the software itself is mediocre. We've chosen to compare eSmartTax to premium software like TaxSlayer, a bargain software like TaxHawk, and a free software like Credit Karma Tax. TaxHawk and TaxSlayer both offer unlimited tax support from professionals and audit assistance for qualified buyers, and it's less. So, we have a chart that compares the three at thecollegeinvestor.com so you can decide which one will be best for you. Here are some final thoughts on eSmartTax in 2021. Well, you may have guessed, eSmartTax did not impress us this year. While it has some nice features, it just doesn't make up for mediocre software. The price of eSmartTax is too high to justify it. Most people can find a better alternative. And if you're not sure which software to use, check out our amazing amount of reviews for tax software. It's really incredible the amount of articles we have on this to help you decide which one is best for you. Find it at thecollegeinvestor.com. Thanks again for stopping by today, and we'll talk to you again real soon.